Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church presents This Is Your Day with Dawne Biggs.
Welcome to another episode of This Is Your Day with Dawne Biggs. I'm Dawne Biggs and I'm here with Durand Curtis, who is a member of our music ministry here at Macedonia. Hi, Durand.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything that you do for our music ministry. I see you on Sundays and I'm sitting on the front and you're doing your thing.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you really enjoy it.
Definitely. It's just so much fun to be able to give and play like that. I mean, it's just really, really thrilling.
I can tell. Tell me what kind of music that you do outside of the church. What else do you do? Because I can tell you do something else. I've heard a little bit about it.
Well, you are correct about that. I play at various events, whether it's a wedding, personal events, maybe a home party. It's just wherever the need arises. If somebody wants me to play, then I'll go there. I will play.
Okay.
Yes.
I saw your video, and I think it's wonderful. Tell me how that video came about.
Well, what happened initially, my sister-in-law, who lives in Texas, had asked that I write a song for her daughter's wedding because she was getting married. So I did an entire CD where I wrote all the music and composed everything. And so later on, of course, I got together with a friend, Herb Conaway, and we decided to do a video. And so we shot the video locally here, and we put everything together, and we put all the pieces together and all the footage. And so from that particular song, which is called Best Life, that's the title of the video, which is Best Life, we decided to go ahead and put some scenery to that music. And that's how you ended up seeing that video. And that was the finalization of getting together and making that happen.
What made you get into music to begin with? Did you come from a lineage of music, your parents, grandparents? How did you get started?
Well, initially, my father, he played saxophone at some point in time. And then from there, what happened was, back when they had the hurricane in New Orleans, Camille, as a matter of fact, I don't know how many people really remember Hurricane Camille, it was some time ago. Mm-hmm. My grandfather lived over in New Orleans, so we went over to check on him to see how he was doing. It was my mother's father, so we wanted to go check on him to see how he was doing, see if he was okay. And so when we went there, he had this guitar that he had gotten because they had washed up, some of the debris in one of the houses. So he found his guitar, he brought it home, we went to check on him, and while we were there, he was going to originally give it to my cousin, but since we went over there, he gave it to us. And so when he did, I just played with it all night, just kind of fooled around with it and played with it and had a lot of fun. So we got back to Mobile. What my daddy did, he found me a guitar teacher.
Oh, wow.
And from that point, I started taking lessons. Never forget the man's name. His name was Mr. Washington. He was a musical director over at Blunt High School at the time.
Okay.
And so I started taking lessons, and from that point, just kept taking lessons, started playing in various bands, started experimenting and doing those type of things. Eventually went to school and studied music, and here we are now and continue to study, and even to the point now where I get to do some original music at home in a home studio. So it continues to evolve.
So you're writing your own songs.
Yes, definitely. I really like the creative side, and I really do like to play, but I definitely like the creative side where I put everything together, everything from the drum track to the bass track to the keyboard track.
Wow.
Because I've got hardware along with software where I can play my guitar and it actually sounds like a keyboard at times. So there are so many things you can do with technology today. So I'm able to do all those things. So, I can go and go in that room at, let's say, maybe 1 o'clock that day, and I might not come out until 8 o'clock. I mean, I can stay a very long time because you get lost in the creative process.
Sure.
Because you want to do one part, you want to do another part, and then you want to go back and listen to it. You want to make sure it is correct. So definitely, so I've been saying, I need to start working on another CD. So hopefully we'll work into that as the years moves on and so forth.
I listened to your CD,
Yes.
and it was wonderful. Let's take a listen.
All right.
was amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I really appreciate that.
Now tell me, can we go somewhere and listen to you? How can we do that?
Well, right now, the place you want to go and really listen to me, I have several videos that I've placed on YouTube because right now I'm more focused on the creative end of it.
Okay.
In terms, like I say, I've got new software in, I've got new hardware in, and I really want to create some more original songs. Okay. Again, when you copy others and you play their music, that's great. And that's a good time, but it's nothing like producing your own music. So what I really want to do over a period of time is start to produce some songs and put them online and give everyone a chance to listen to those songs, because I do have my own website, which is Durand Curtis Music at yahoo.com. Okay. You can actually go to my website and see some of my photographs. You can see some of the music that I have from the CD, listen to some sound clips. Okay. You can also read a little bit bio about, how I got started. So there's some interesting points on my CD on my website. You can also contact me if you need to. So there are many ways to get in touch with me to let me know if you like to take part in my musical journey, of course. But definitely the biggest emphasis right now is really focusing on writing original songs and producing songs. And like I said, although I write for myself, I will write for others.
Really?
Definitely. If somebody says, hey, I want a wedding song, I want a special song, then they can contact me, tell me what they want. If they have a vocalist in mind, we can work those things out. So I'm real big on the creative side in terms of moving forward in that area. Now, that's not to say that I won't be playing various places, but that's just not my main emphasis, because I've done that. And that's a lot of fun. And that's truly a lot of fun. But definitely being able to create is pull something inside of you, and there's nothing like it.
Well, you know what I have to say, I had no idea from the little bit that I heard on Sundays that you were such a musical genius.
Well,
you are.
Hey, I won't fight that comment. We'll keep that comment and we'll keep it going. I'm just glad that you enjoy it. The biggest thing is that when you are presenting something to someone, you want to present it in such a manner that they can appreciate. Nobody wants to hear things that are out of tune. Nobody wants to hear things that are kind of halfway put together, and you can appreciate that. The fact that somebody's listening to you and somebody can give you a comment and say, I really love, what you're doing. And so we like to keep it right there and keep it in that moment, because I really appreciate when people give me that feedback, because sometimes when you're by yourself, it's easy to think that what you have sounds good. It's easy to think that, what I'm doing is really great, but it's nothing like receiving that feedback to let you know your growth.
You know what? We're going to go along with you on your musical journey. Is that okay? Can I have you come back?
Definitely come back. Yes.
All right. I want you to come back, and we're going to talk about all the additional exciting things that you're doing.
Great.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
And I've enjoyed being here. Thank you for inviting me.
You're very welcome. I have been chatting with Durand Curtis with the musical ministry here at Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church. See you next time on This Is Your Day with Dawne Biggs. See you soon.